Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're plunging into something truly thought-provoking. Excerpts from a narrative called The Veil of the Dream Collector by Elena Cooper. Imagine, if you can, a world where your most cherished memories, even your deepest dreams, aren't truly yours anymore. They're a commodity. So our mission in this deep dive is to unpack this chilling concept, explore its implications, and really try to uncover the core truths woven into its pages.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating here is how this story, even though it's fiction, it works as this powerful thought experiment. It paints a pretty stark vision of a future where consciousness itself becomes a tradable good, and that immediately forces us, the readers, and now you, our listener, to seriously consider, the value of our authentic selves. We'll be pulling out the essential nuggets of insight to understand this dream economy and Cristina's desperate, really pivotal quest to reclaim what's been lost.
Okay, let's really unpack this world of commodified dreams then, because it's quite a vision. You need to picture yourself in this neon-lit metropolis, a city where the glow of constant advertisements basically replaces natural light. And dreams aren't just aspirations, they are literally bought and sold. The skyscrapers here, they're not just buildings, they're clad in the semi-transparent glass, pulsating with light grids broadcasting incessant ads. We're talking slogans like tailor-made dreams, live your desire, or guaranteed emotions in dream packages. It's a world that promises prepackaged happiness. What's your sort of initial take on a society like that?
It's chilling, isn't it? What strikes me immediately is just the sheer audacity of it. Selling dreams. It suggests a society that's become so detached from its own inner life that it's looking for, outsourced emotional experiences. The narrative is essentially holding up a mirror, asking us what happens when we prioritize that external gratification over, internal fulfillment. And it really highlights how dangerously close we might already be to something like that, with our attention constantly curated for us.
And it gets more insidious, actually. As Cristina, our main character, walks through the city, she sees these small drones hovering, spraying digital microflyers right into people's field of vision. And these aren't just ads, they're unsettling proclamations like sell a memory, buy an experience, and offering daytime packages, nighttime intimate. It just implies this complete erosion of personal boundaries. People are literally trading authentic fragments of their lives, their happiest memories, for artificial pleasure. They're inputting codes at kiosks to sell them for dream points, which can get them, a galactic adventure or a perfect love. It's all reduced to a transaction. It's just hard to imagine something more dehumanizing.
That's precisely where Cristina's profound unease really kicks in. She sees this pervasive dream consumerism, where people are quite literally trading away their inner story, and it physically nauseates her. Her silent rebellion, it isn't some grand gesture yet. It starts right there on the street as a deeply internal thing. She closes her eyes, consciously summoning her truest dreams, the jasmine scent from her childhood, the warmth of family laughter, that thrill of seeing the ocean for the first time. These aren't just memories. The narrative calls them indelible imprints on her soul, something that unequivocally belongs to her. And this is where the central conflict really starts to emerge. That stark, almost painful contrast between the irreplaceable value of real, lived memory and engineered, prepackaged happiness. The source highlights a particularly disturbing detail that really crystallized this for me. A street stall advertising childhood memories at half price.
Wow. Yeah, that detailed childhood memories at half price. It's truly unsettling.
Isn't it?
It really makes you pause and think, what defines us if our foundational experiences, our earliest joys, can be reduced to a bargain bin commodity? What is left? And this deep-seated unease is clearly what's driving Cristina. It pulls her towards the source of it all, the dream bank. It's described as this towering, transparent spire, reflecting the stars like mirrors set in glass. The narrative calls it a colossus of ultramodern architecture, where desires are sealed inside crystalline cylinders. And it's described as both sacred and profane, shrouded in mystery and fear, but it has this irresistible pull. What do you think that duality tells us? Sacred and profane.
Well, it's a brilliant paradox in the story, isn't it? Sacred, because it holds what should be the most intimate parts of human experience, dreams, memories. But profane, because it's turned them into commodities, stripped them of their real value. It's a perversion of something deeply human. And Cristina, driven by this quiet fury, she steps into its majestic atrium. Black marble floor reflecting cold, spectral light from huge chandeliers. It's so silent, apparently, you can hear the soft hum of the air ducts. It creates this eerie, almost reverent atmosphere. And she's immediately spotted by a perfectly uniformed guard whose eyes are described as cold yet alert. Cristina, full of grim resolve, asks how to access the oldest dreams.
And that's when the guard delivers this crucial warning, one that really sets the true stakes. Dreams are not mere commodities. Only those who offer a memory of equal value may proceed. And this strikes Cristina like lightning. A sudden realization that the price demanded would not be merely material. She gets it instantly. She'd have to risk a part of herself, a piece of her own indelible imprints.
Exactly. A piece of her soul.
What's truly fascinating here, beyond just the dialogue, is the visual of this gigantic crystalline cylinder at the center of the atrium holding the rarest dreams.
Yeah.
Christina's gaze is drawn to a dream of pure joy, an elderly man hugging his grandchildren, tears of happiness. This specific, poignant image, it solidifies her determination to preserve the dignity of the human soul. It's a stark reminder that the true cost of accessing these manufactured dreams isn't just money, it's literally losing a piece of you.
Exactly. It's a transaction of the soul, not just a financial one. It forces us to ask, what memory would you be willing to trade? And what would that loss do to your identity? So with this weighty understanding, she proceeds, entering deeper into the bank's inner sanctum. She finds herself in what the narrative calls the sanctum sanctorum, a wide, slightly circular chamber. Dozens of crystalline cylinders reaching up, each one pulses with a different color. The red warmth of love memories, the cold blue of freedom dreams. It's almost like a church, but for commercialized emotions. Then the director of the dream bank appears, observing her with eyes like steel pearls. And he explains that this is where the archetypes of desire are preserved, and that, get this, we select the dreams that shape humanity.
Wow. That line, we select the dreams that shape humanity, that really underscores the immense power this organization wields.
He's chilling.
It's not just about selling dreams, it's about dictating human aspirations. And whoever pays the price by selling an equally important memory can explore them up close. So the director hands Cristina this small holographic reader. It lets her experience a single dream fragment, but with a dire warning. Once you connect, you cannot turn back without paying the cost. When she activates it, she's immersed in this dreamscape. White marble hills, a sea of light, distant voices singing. She describes feeling her heart expand, her breath slowing down. It's hypnotic, almost transcendent. And when it fades, she tells the director, with this profound certainty, I saw a truth no advertisement could ever sell. So this experience, it doesn't deter her. It actually solidifies her path, even as she prepares to face these huge technological challenges ahead. What kind of truth do you think she saw there?
That's a really crucial point. I think it wasn't a manufactured pleasure she experienced.
Yeah.
It was something raw, authentic, a fragment of a pure, unadulterated human experience that just spoke to her soul. The kind of truth you find in real vulnerability, genuine connection, not in some curated package. And this profound encounter, it propels her directly to what the narrative calls the technological obstacle. Cristina goes deeper into the complex. Matte metal walls closing in, the hum of countless servers getting louder. She reaches a room, flickering neon lights, a floating hollow terminal, this complex projection of data strings. This terminal demands access credentials to see the dream logs. But virtual barriers immediately spring up red light walls, forming intricate lattices. The security system seems almost sentient.
Wow, sentient security.
Yeah, detecting every intrusion attempt. And this is where Marco, her shadowy but vital ally, appears from the server shadows. He produces a glowing USB stick, calling it a cryptographic bypass he developed to temporarily disable the central firewall. This whole sequence, it brilliantly highlights the blend of human ingenuity and tech needed to overcome these systems of control, especially when those systems become so pervasive and, seemingly self-aware. Makes you think about our own digital lives, right? So together they access the dream logs and spot a list of priority dreams: pure love, lost life, rebirth. Each name pulses, reminding them of the deeply personal stakes.
And what stakes they are. After getting past that formidable obstacle, Cristina descends into this vast underground cavern. It's filled with neat rows of crystalline cylinders on metallic pedestals, each glowing differently. Blood red, deep turquoise, burnished gold. Every single one holds a fragment of a human dream, trapped in eternal suspension, basically acting as rare merchandise. It's not just storage, it's a prison for human experience. That image really drives home the scale of this commodification.
It's such a powerful metaphor, isn't it? These aren't just digital files, they're echoes of lives. As Cristina walks among them, she sees these wavering shapes and feels the raw emotion inside each one. Echoes of children's laughter, shadows of stolen moonlit kisses, an elderly man's final breath. These aren't just stored data, they are pieces of stolen life, pulsating with raw feeling. And this sight ignites a silent rage within her. She thinks of families, children, the sheer weight of what's been stolen. The imprisoned images seem to whisper, set us free, bring us back to life. This is the moment her quiet unease transforms into this unshakable resolve for liberation.
And it's right here, with a trembling hand, that Cristina pulls out Marco's dream code scanner. She knows with this chilling certainty that each release will trigger alarms, that there will be consequences, but she's resolved. Her personal sacrifice has already prepared her. She aims it at a turquoise cylinder labeled Childhood Dream. Presses the button, the glass cracks, releasing a cloud of luminous particles, a cascade of past images, children's faces, embraces, joyful shouts. And this energy doesn't stop. It ripples out, shattering the stillness, and other cylinders begin to fracture. This is the ignition of what the narrative calls the Duneric Revolt, a powerful, fundamental act of liberation. It's not just freeing data, it's reclaiming agency, taking back what was stolen. It's the point of no return for her.
It absolutely is. The turning point. A truly symbolic act of defiance. The atmosphere is electric now, right? This hall of liberated dreams pulsing with tangible energy. But then, as expected, this ghostly figure appears, a swirl of pixels forming a regal humanoid shape. The collector, the architect of the illusion. Its a metallic voice echoes, "You have shattered my chains, Cristina, but now you must face the veil that separates dream from reality." And with this elegant gesture, it unfurls a translucent curtain of light, the collector's veil shimmering with gold veins.
This is where the story just delivers its gut-wrenching dilemma. For me, one of its most profound moments. The collector's invitation is impossible. Pass through it, and you'll see the world as it truly is. But heed this. Those who cross the veil lose every memory of themselves. You may save humanity, but you will renounce your own past. This gets incredibly intense. Cristina faces this agonizing choice.
Save humanity or save yourself.
Exactly. Save everyone else, but lose your entire identity. It's not just a plot point. It's a question for us. Could you make that choice? Erase your history for the greater good.
It's the ultimate personal sacrifice, isn't it? This is Cristina's agonizing dilemma, and the narrative doesn't shy away from the brutal emotional cost. As she steps toward the veil, this trail of memories begins to dissolve around her. She feels a painful void. Fragments of her story fade. The loving voice of her grandmother, carefree summers, her father's protective embrace. She asks herself the fundamental question, who am I without them? That wave of deep nostalgia grips her. Her whole identity is woven from those bonds. Yet she looks beyond her own excruciating pain, thinking of all the people freed from the cylinders, souls embracing loved ones, children laughing, all rediscovering themselves. She chooses the greater good, whispering with just immense courage, I am ready. What's truly profound here is that immense personal cost of collective freedom, the ultimate sacrifice for the dignity of the soul.
And with that profound sacrifice made, Cristina finds herself back in the transformed cylinder hall. The liberated dreams are now drifting as faint glows, returning to their owners like scattered starlight. Her final act, driven by this unwavering purpose, is to sprint to the central console and use the Dream Code reader to disable the remaining containment protocols. It unleashes a wave of harmonic tones, a silent song that resonates through the building and awakens buried memories across the whole city.
And then the true awakening begins. The spectral figures, people whose memories were stolen, they burst in, initially disoriented, but then just overwhelmed with joy, eager to reclaim themselves. They embrace, laugh, cry, forming a living chorus of rediscovered humanity. Even the elite guards, alerted by the alarm, they lower their weapons, visibly moved by this shared sense of redemption, washing over everyone. It's a profound moment. Cristina, seizing the moment, raises her arms and calls out, "Dreams belong to all. Take back what is rightfully yours." And this river of people flows through the building, restoring each chamber, transforming the dream bank from a prison into, well, a beacon.
And amidst this glorious awakening, the collector reappears. Its pixels flickering, weaker now, more vulnerable. It points Cristina to what it calls the source of deception, a circle of smaller cylinders filled with a dense opalescent mist. This is revealed as the original matrix, the mother code. Not just code, but the living digital embodiment of a cunning, mocking deception, with blurred faces of trapped souls pulsing inside. Cristina, using Marco's quantum disruptor, shatters them, disintegrating the mother code. But the collector, even as it dissolves, has this parting, prophetic warning, a chilling echo. I live in the deception born within people. As long as doubts, hesitation, or fear remain, I will be reborn. Which raises such an important question for us, doesn't it? Does truly conquering illusion mean confronting our internal struggles, our own inner shadow, even when the external threat seems gone?
Absolutely. It suggests the collector isn't just some external villain. It's a manifestation of human vulnerability, our collective capacity for self-deception. It leaves us with the powerful idea that true freedom is an ongoing internal battle, not just a single external victory. And as the final fragment of the collector dissolves, the dream bank itself transforms. The vast windows become clear. The dark marble floors warm under actual sunlight, no longer reflecting that cold artificial light. Outside, the city erupts in shouts of joy, songs, laughter, people looking at the sky, unobstructed by holograms for the first time. Cristina steps out, her heart lighter, and eventually takes an impromptu stage, broadcasting her voice to every plaza. She tells the freed masses, guard them with care, share them with love, and never again let anyone sell or steal them. You are the architects of your own happiness. It's a powerful, enduring message of reclaimed truth and collective awakening.
So what does this all mean for us listening today? This deep dive into the veil of the dream collector, well, it might be fictional, but it offers really powerful insights into the enduring value of our authentic memories and the true meaning of freedom. It's a reminder, I think, that the real battles often occur within, and the greatest victories are often won by those willing to make profound sacrifices for the collective good. It forces us to ask, what are we implicitly giving away in our own lives for convenience or, manufactured experiences?
Yeah, if we connect this to the bigger picture, this narrative powerfully challenges us to consider what we truly value most. Is it instant gratification and packaged happiness? Or is it the messy, authentic, often challenging truth of our own lived experiences? The story leaves us with a truly provocative thought. If the collector lives in the inner shadow of every individual, then that collective awakening isn't a one-time event that just ends. Instead, it's an ongoing, daily act of vigilance and courage, a constant illumination of our own doubts and fears. It's a reminder that freedom requires continuous personal engagement.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of commodified dreams. We truly hope it sparked some new thoughts and perspectives for you. Goodbye, everyone.